Hey, what's up? I'm Nick.
And I'm AJ from the
Backstreet
Boys.
And you're watching the 24-hour podcast.
Canada was one of the early believers in the Backstreet Boys. Why do you think that Canada caught on before some other nations did?
I don't know. I think at the very beginning of our career, I think where music was, and I think just the way of life here in Canada and the people's mentality of like music and the fans here, I think were just a lot more open-minded to it. The U.S. is a little bit more fickle. They can, they may love you one day, they may hate you the next day. There's so much music now on radio of every different type of genre on one radio station at any given moment. You could hear T-Pain and then you'll hear Carrie Underwood. It's so. But I think now, especially, everybody around the world is a lot more open-minded to really just good music. But Canada definitely embraced
great people.
Canada,
awesome.
You guys rock. Period.
Let's go back a dozen years or so when Backstreet Boys first hit and launched phenomenally. Did you have any inclination that it might go to the extent it would?
No. We just kind of rode the wave and kind of see what would happen. But we're still in that same mind frame. We're enjoying what we're doing in the moment, and I think when you enjoy it and you're competitive and you're happy, great things happen. And I think our chemistry is amazing and has been for years back then. I mean, with each other and our bond, and but you really don't know, and I think that's what's great about it, because I feel like it's not a time to look back and say, oh, look at all the things that we've done. It's a time to look forward and say, what are we going to do next? And that's where we're all at right now.
Over the years, you've obviously grown a lot as not only human beings, but as artists. How is the 2008 Backstreet Boys dramatically different than earlier incarnations, would you say?
We're all older now, so I think that there's a newfound respect between us all. Nick was saying earlier that we can almost finish each other's statements now. When someone's going to say something, we know the right buttons to push to make somebody get angry or to make them laugh. And, we've pretty much grown up together for the past 15 years. Nick and I have been in this group for more than half our lives. And I mean, this guy, I would definitely give the award to for the most growing up. I mean, out of all of us. I mean, he's really become a fine young man, and all of us are just. And I'm just getting older. That's all that's happening to me. I'm getting a lot more gray now.
But, yeah, he's looking good.
But I mean, everybody's finally in a really, really good place. Howie and Brian are both married. Howie's the next one to start a family, and we're the single guys, so we're just having fun.
Now, you've lost a member along the way with the departure of Kevin, and there was a bit of a hiatus, and you're back together. When you got back together, was it like you never were apart?
Well, a lot of times we like to say that, I mean, which pretty much is true, is that it really wasn't a comeback. It really wasn't like, I mean, yeah, we took a little bit of a break, but we never really felt that we had broken up or anything like that. But it did take a little time to kind of get acclimated again, and actually just recently I personally feel like we've, in other words, we've started to get our groove back, and it's showing on stage, it's showing in the type of music that we're listening to and trying to get back into for the next album. So there was a time that we kind of had to I think develop into the next Backstreet Boys, and I think that started maybe even during the Never Gone album that we had done, and then we had to overcome another hurdle with Kevin leaving. So, but we're strong, and we had to become tighter and stronger because of that, and it's really starting to show now. And I mean, it's just amazing that it's so positive, like AJ said out here.
Being the public figures that you are, not everything associated with you has always been positive. You've had some highs, you've had some lows. When you hit the lows, does it make you stronger coming out of it on the other side?
I think as long as you learn from your mistakes. I mean, we don't ever stress to be perfect. I mean, we're like everybody else. We're just normal guys that are doing something that we're really, really passionate about. But I mean, as long as we learn from our mistakes and we don't keep making the same ones over and over again, then we're going to continue to grow, and we're going to continue to, be able to set new goals for ourselves, and to just know that, so we had a couple of bad, points in our career or bad points in our personal lives. It's just part of life. We are just like everybody else, like I said. So, but again, as long as we've learned from it, and we don't do it again, then we're all good, you know.
Turn around in 2008. How extensive do you dig back into the catalog? I mean, are you rolling everything from the first demos to modern day?
You mean like recording them?
No, in terms of on stage. Can the audience expect absolutely anything from the Backstreet Boys catalog?
Yeah, no, I think it's very important to give the fans what they want, you know, and we realized that by watching other groups in the past and seeing other people fail at that, and you know, we don't want to make the same mistake. You know, if I go to a Prince concert, you know, I want to see him do Purple Rain, you know what I mean? Or Boyz II Men, End of the Road. You know, it's very important to give them the stuff that they grew up and loved, and that means something in their lives. At the same time, satisfy ourselves as well, and we love to perform the new music that's on our album. So I think we do like 2/3 of this new album, and so a good mixture is very important on stage, especially for our show, and it's great. It makes it just an all-around a great show.
And who is the typical 2008 Backstreet Boys audience? Is it comprised of everybody from original fans to a new generation? Is it virtually everybody?
It's pretty much exactly what you just said. I mean, we've seen a lot of familiar faces that we've known for the past 15 years. They've been following us from the very, very beginning. And now they're all grown up. They've got families of their own. They're bringing their little sister or brother to the show. And then we're seeing all new faces. And the whole age demographic's definitely gotten wider all over again. We're seeing, like, kids like 5, 6 years old, and we're seeing there was one young, I'm going to say young woman because she would probably like that, this 79-year-old woman was at our show maybe about a week ago, and it was her birthday, and we wished her happy birthday on stage, and she's been a fan since the very, very beginning, which is just really cool. I mean, she's 79 years old, and she's a diehard Backstreet Boy fan. She has a bunch of pins and shirts and jackets and everything Backstreet Boys. It's just, we have fans from all over the place.
It's crazy.
Finally, anything you want to say to Vancouver?
I love Vancouver. I mean, honestly, it's like certain places in the world, and I feel like this is the weirdest thing, but when I step outside and I breathe the air, and I feel like I can get a really good breath of fresh air. I feel like Vancouver is just one of those places. It's just gorgeous outside, the mountains in the background, you know, the water, the people. It's just, the vibe is insane. Like the drive through, you know, when we were coming here, like the landscape, you know, it's just, I love it. And performing here, and the fans and people have always been very supportive of us here, and you know, it's like a place where we were noticing in our soundcheck party where like it's like a hub. Like we got people coming from Japan, we got people coming from like England, you know, so a lot of people love Vancouver, and I do too.
It's a great city.
Pleasure meeting you guys. Thank you very much.
Thank you.
You sing. Here we go! We are two worlds apart. I can't reach to your heart when you say that I want it that way. Come on! Tell me why. Ain't nothing but heartache. Tell me why.
Is everybody on this side ready? about everybody over on B-Rock side? Are you ready? Everybody up top and back, are you ready? How about everybody right down front? Okay, so Vancouver, is everybody ready? Good. Okay. Fellas? Okay. Are you gonna stay down there? I'm ready. Well, we can come down there. We're gonna stand up. Okay.